Good morning. Welcome back to Appa's Kitchen on the road here. So I'm in Colombia. I'm in Medellin. I arrived last night, so I'm in my Airbnb. I'm very out of it this morning, viewer. But I went out, I went to the supermarket this morning, got some basics, coffee, milk, yogurt, bananas. And it's really cute, really nice little neighborhood that I'm in. So at the beginning of the video, you'll see the musicians that came down the street this morning. Adorable. And I just love, it was such a party, you know. People were coming out on their balconies and throwing money to them. So just very different culture. It's not things that you'd see where I live. So let me show you my Airbnb and then I'm going to go out and look for some food. So it's a little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be, but it's fine. I'm going to be here for a month. So here's the living area and the kitchen. There's a powder room, which is nice, and a really nice balcony or patio, whatever you want to call that. And then the bedroom, really hard bed. Has a nice closet. This is something that I had in my last Airbnb when I was in Medellin. So they seem to have pretty good closet spaces, and then a decent bathroom and a nice shower. And I don't get water all over the floor when I shower because I can close the shower door. So it's great. This is a really nice space out here, this balcony. And I like these blinds. So the blinds, you know, you can have privacy or you can have semi-privacy. Anyway, and I'm on the second floor here. So I don't really have a view. It's one thing I kind of regret. The views here in Medellin are incredible of the mountains. And there will be rain every day, so every day you get to see the rain. All right, so let's go out and explore the neighborhood. We're in Laureles is the neighborhood. All right, so this is Laureles. In English, it looks like Laurels, the name of the neighborhood. It's very residential. There's a pretty major street over there where that light is. And then the street that I'm on is very quiet. There's a cafe there. There's a lot of apartment buildings. Beautiful tree-lined street. So I'm looking for just a local place to have a relaxing lunch, but I have no idea really where I am. I think maybe on that main street there might be more, but it's kind of noisy, so I'm going to walk down here a little bit first. First day in a new place is always hard, viewer. So when you travel, make sure your first day is not over-planned. This is advice from Appa's Kitchen. I gave ChatGPT my address and asked what I should do. So it kind of gave me some advice. Walk to this park, walk to that park, take a taxi to the botanical garden. I'm like, are you crazy? This was supposed to be a relaxing itinerary. Way too much. It's going to rain today. Usually rains here in the afternoon. So I'm not going to be out in the rain. Just today's a recovery day. So it is orientation and recovery. It rains almost every day here, so everything is super green and lush. It's beautiful. And Medellin is a high altitude. I forget, we're like 1,500 feet above sea level. So it's one of those land of eternal spring places. We're close to the equator, so we don't really get dramatic seasons here. So it's pretty much spring-like year-round. Okay, primavera. Let's go take a look at this, see what this is. Very small little coffee shop. My favorite coffee shop, Pergamino, is in this neighborhood. And I know they have really good breakfasts. But what's guy doing? Between travel fatigue and then a hard bed, my mattress is so hard. Let's just say I woke up not feeling that rested this morning. So I wasn't super hungry either. It's the parking authority. So these guys will just stand by a empty parking space, and then you have to pay them, and they'll watch your car for you. If you don't pay them, I don't know what they'll do. So I think if I keep walking, it takes me up to another major street. Let's go look at this place over here. So what I'm looking for is just a little local spot. Yeah, it's a very busy street up there. Just a local spot that has a lunch special. This is a really pretty little cafe. I came out early because I wanted to beat the lunch crowds. All right, let's just go this way. Lots of apartment buildings here in Medellin. This place is over here. Arriero, Arriero. Looks like a bakery. Yeah, here's a coffee shop. There's Mary. I hear the musicians from this morning. They're playing the same song. All right, I'm getting really hungry. So I'm going to walk over to the main street. I know there are a couple. There's a hamburger place. There's a bruschetta place. So I'm just going to pick something easy today until I get oriented. But look at how pretty this is. Oh, they must be down here. Oh, they're right in front of me. So cute. I guess people don't stop at pedestrians here. I decided to walk one more block this way. We'll walk past the musicians again. Because I think Pergamino is right up here. So I just want to take a look and see how busy it is. It's such a cute thing, you know, these guys. In Mexico too, you see a lot of musicians roaming around. What a great way to make money. They're not bothering anybody, they're playing music, people are dancing, and the people really appreciate it and just give them a little change. It's not food. I didn't give them any money. All right, I don't see Pergamino. So I'm gonna walk over to the major street and see what kind of food I can find. I think I'm just gonna try this place, El Corral hamburgers, because I'm tired. There's a McDonald's right there. I don't really see anything else here. I may have eaten at one of these places before, and they also have like steaks. Big meat country here, Colombia. The meat is really good and cheap. So that's good. I was looking at this place, La Terraza, but they're closed. And I don't really see anything else here. So I think for my first day, I'm just going to get a nice burger, fries, and a Coke. All right, it's a cute little place. Nice patio. It's hot. So, first of all, I left this morning to go to the supermarket. We have a concierge, a security guard, sits at the little desk at the entry, opens the door for you. All these buildings have them. It's amazing, really, that there are that many people working in those jobs. So I said, Buenos dias. He said, Buen dia. I said, whoops. Stand corrected. So here they say Buen dia, not Buenos dias. I don't know why. Argentina, they do the same thing. So then I said, oh, we were speaking Spanish. So I asked him if there was a supermarket. I knew there was a supermarket. I knew where I was going. But I like to ask questions that I know the answers to. Oh my God, so complicated. I actually thought that I was on the street where there was a supermarket, so I didn't understand his directions. He's like, go that way, go up, and then he's like talking about something overhead. I don't know what he was talking about. Nutibara. There were several. There are a lot of supermarkets. I just passed two. Yoro, and then there's Karuya, just a little bit step up. And there's D1, which is a cheaper supermarket. Get really good cheap wine. I didn't see that, but I know that there's a D1 here. So anyway, I asked the question, he gave me the answer. I had no idea what he was saying. And I went to the supermarket, and she right away asked me a question, and I just said, so I said, it's my first day here. And she said, oh, no, it's okay then. So I asked, what did you ask me? And she asked me if I was registered. I said, did you ask me if I had a card? And she said, no, I asked you if you were registered, which I think is the same thing. Because here I just tried to order on the kiosk, and it wanted my registration number, and I didn't have one. And then it asked if I wanted to register, and I said no, and it wouldn't let me go forward. So I went up to the counter to order, and she said something, factura. I think that means receipt. I think she was telling me she couldn't print the receipt. So I just gave her that look again. Anyway, so I ordered a burger with bacon, some fries, and they didn't have Pepsi, so I got an iced tea. So, El Corral got the best first meal, but it's a first meal, and I really need food, and I need rest, and I need adjustment. The higher altitude does affect you. I don't feel it dramatically, but it does kind of affect how you feel. So, anyway, this is all, grilled burger. It's going to be good, I think. Really nice outdoor space here. It's so green and lush. So I don't know what I'm going to do here for a month, a long time, but I just had to get away from the fog and the cold where I live. So even if I do the same thing I do at home, just sit around. I'm in a new environment. I'll be speaking some Spanish. So I do have a couple little things planned. There's a museum of modern art. I'm going to go there. I'm going to go to the Botero Museum, which is an outdoor sculpture museum. A couple restaurants I'm going to go to. But otherwise, this is just going to be a month living locally in Medellin. Living in Medellin. All right, this burger, fries. Nothing special. It's your typical fast food burger, but all right, well, let's just say that was not the best burger. Even as far as fast food burgers go, I think Burger King is better. But I got some food and some sugar. So ChatGPT told me go to the first park of Laureles and the second park of Laureles. Those are the names. First park and second park. So I'm going to walk over to the first park. I'm not going to the second park. I'll just explore the neighborhood a little bit more. Oh, there's a Starbucks. All right, I don't know what part got recorded and what didn't. So I'm walking to the first park, Laureles, Primero Parque, Parque Primero. There's a Starbucks there. Looks like there are a bunch of restaurants here. avocados. You know, I should have gone here. Leños y carbón. Okay, now we know. Voila. All right, there are a bunch of restaurants here. Papa John's, Panetta Wings, Aromas Barbecue. Okay, this is the food street. This looks like the party place. All these bars. I was really tempted just to go back to the neighborhood that I stayed in before, Poblado, but I wanted to try something new. But the thing is there was this great little corner spot that had daily lunch specials. It was just so convenient. And also some other restaurants nearby. Really good restaurants there and a really nice neighborhood. You can see the mountains. We're in a valley here. All right, so I think if I turn here, this will take me to the park. Or maybe not. Okay, that's the park right there. Let's see what's happening in the park. And then I'm just gonna walk back, take a nap, recover from this exhausting adventure. Look how lush and green this is. I only ate half of my burger. It really was not that good. All right, viewer, this is your first look at Medellin, Colombia. If you've never seen it before, what did you imagine it looked like? So over the next month, we will be exploring different areas, hopefully better food, as I get more energy and more adventures. But for now, this was just a little exploration. And that's where I was right there. Little exploration of my neighborhood. Really pretty, Laureles. So I'd say this is kind of not fancy, middle class neighborhood. Not really touristy. Tourism here, there aren't really a whole lot of things to see, so people mostly just come and hang out. A lot of digital nomads come here, work remotely because it's cheap. What's this place? I should have gone there. No, I'll have to look at it. Oh, crepes and waffles. No, I don't want to go there. It's a chain. Karoya supermarket. All right, so I'm going to end it here. If there's anything else that I come across, I'll show you another day. But basically, here's one supermarket. There's another supermarket up there. And then that's it. I was thinking maybe I'd go to Pergamino and get a coffee, but I'm going to save that for another day. Pergamino has really good coffee. It's ranked like second, I think, of the best coffee in Colombia. Local, local growers, and they have really good breakfasts. So one day maybe I'll do a video of a Pergamino breakfast. All right, I'm really tired, so wasn't the most exciting video, but gave you a look. So now I understand what my concierge was telling me. Nutibara. He said Nutibara. This is Avenida Nutibara. Nutibara is a hill, but it's also the name of the street. So I thought the way he was gesturing, I thought I was going to see the hill, but instead it's just the name of the street here. Here's Euro. All right, I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Hasta la vista.